Hello and welcome to the meeting brief presented by Caesars Entertainment. I'm your host, Nolan Nichols, and it's an honor and joy each and every month to bring you high impact, high energy conversations that unpack the trends, insights, and moments shaping the future of the meetings and events industry. I'm coming at you from an event in Cheyenne, Wyoming, but we are going to dial in somebody that is from sunny Florida, and this person is a dear, dear friend. She is Kelly Gleeson Smith. She has been in her role at Caesars since 2017. She is currently the Senior Vice President of Sales at Caesars Entertainment, leading a team of over 130 people. And Kelly is also very involved with professional communities such as MPI, ASAE, IAEE, Women's Leadership Forum, and PCMA, just to name a few. It is such an honor to have you on the show today, Kelly.
Nolan, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and taking the time to be an advocate for our industry. We appreciate you.
Well, Kelly, let's jump right in. Last month, you hosted your annual sales kickoff meeting called Ignite. I had the honor and privilege of being there, and it was truly incredible. And this event kind of flips the script because now you're the person planning and designing the meeting. And I would be curious, what were your thoughts on this year's meeting, and what do you think separates a good annual event versus a truly great one?
Yes, I can't tell you how much this is a passion project for me. The energy at Ignite is absolutely contagious. I think your question in regards to what makes a good program versus a great one begins with the intent of the meeting. And for us, 6 months approximately prior to the program, we send out a survey to our stakeholders and ask them, what do they need? What are they seeing? What do they feel like they would want to get out of our annual Ignite? In addition to that, we have to have a realistic expectation of the business so that our sales team knows what the marching orders are, if you will. And finally, I feel like having powerful speakers really kind of hammers home the message and the intent of the program. So for me, those are things that make a meeting great. I want everybody to walk away from it feeling better than they were when they got there and stronger salespeople as a result of some of the training that we do.
Well, Kelly, in addition to the great business and education content, you all really made wellness a key component of this year's national sales meeting. And Caesars has been such a leader in this space. I'm curious, what did you incorporate into this year's meeting, and what was some of the thinking behind that?
I think what's curious for us is that we want our sales team to experience what they're selling. And so, therefore, they feel connected to the story that they tell when they express to our customers what Caesars can do in that wellness space. For us, we're starting to see obviously the traditional activations with your morning yoga and your run walks. Those are still very important, but we're also seeing a significant introduction of breath work. These are things that you can do during breaks. You can do it during the actual program itself. You're starting to see more walking meetings or chair yoga. If you look at MPI's January, February issue, it talks about the wow factor and creating feelings, not distractions. And I think that's really mission critical these days when you are putting on a convention.
Kelly, you've been in your role for over 4 years now, leading the sales team of over 130 people across different time zones, all across the country. I'm curious, from a leadership perspective, what are some traits that you think it takes to lead a team that is spread out remotely all across the country?
Yeah, I really believe in having an open door policy, and the fact that our team is all over the country enables me to see them in different scopes, whether it's through their customer meetings that they have or if it's events that they host in their backyards. I have the flexibility to be there. I'm mindful of time zones, and while I reside on the East Coast and work all over the country, I do want to be available to everybody throughout the day. Caesars was a thought leader in the Zoom and the Teams space well before COVID. So we had already created a culture where we had that connection. And so we found very creative ways to keep that and actually enhance it over the years. And by doing so, when we all get together in person, it becomes that much more important and impactful that you have that face-to-face interaction, which is the pillar of our industry, right? Like, we believe that you will never be able to solve anything truly without a face-to-face conversation. And with the growing use of AI, we talk about the legitimacy of what you see online. And so these meetings, while they're important to validate truth, they're also important for that human connection that's necessary. If you are a happy employee, you are a productive employee. And if you like the people that you work with, it makes it so much better because you spend so much of your time with work and the people that you are working with. So I do think it's important, and I hope it's something that continues. It definitely will not change at Caesars.
Kelly, as we mentioned earlier, you're involved with a lot of different professional organizations. I'm curious, what is something that you're really passionate about as you look at the future of the meetings and events industry?
My passion project by being involved in all of these organizations is to bring in that next generation. And I obviously have kids that are in college, and so I watch their interests and what they're looking to do. And the hospitality industry has a tremendous opportunity right now to really showcase the joy that this industry brings to people. I just feel like we can do a better job showcasing to our younger generation what this industry looks like and bring them into the fold.
Last question, Kelly. As you look towards the rest of 2026, what is something that keeps you curious right now? What are you monitoring closely?
Yeah, that's a great question. I am very curious about buying patterns and what customers are looking for right now. We are seeing an evolution. Budgets are changing for our customers, and how we can stay current and impactful and stay within the confines of those budgets. All of these things are really important so that we can curate and modify our behavior if necessary to help continue to support the meeting planner.
Well, Kelly, I thank you so much for joining the show today. I think some standout points for me was that the importance of seeing things from a new perspective. Normally, you're not the one planning meetings, but the annual sales meeting allows you to see things from a new perspective, and it allows the sales executives to experience a meeting that normally they're used to selling, but now they get to experience the wellness components, the many other things that Caesars offers firsthand, and sometimes a change of perspective. That's what we need. Takeaway number 2, there's nothing that replaces a face-to-face meeting, but the remote tools also still allow you to have that open door policy, still meet with a lot of different people, and that's a pretty incredible thing. And lastly, I love Kelly's passion project about attracting the next generation. I think in the years to come, it's going to be really important for the meetings and events industry to really talk about how amazing and special of a career this can be so that we can attract and retain the top talent of the future. Thanks again, Kelly, for your insights, and we'll see you next time on the Meeting Brief.